Hello and welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm one of your hosts, Brian, joined with the other host,
Karen.
And today we are going to be talking about the Headbangers Boat battle vest I made. This little orange thing I'm wearing here. So let's start the timer. Anybody else who doesn't know exactly what this is, we pick a topic and we try to talk about it in 6 minutes and 66 seconds.
Yes.
We find we ramble way too much, so this was our attempt to try to hone in us not rambling and shit.
Having shorter conversations about a specific topic.
Yeah. We often go over. We'll see if that happens this time.
Yes.
So let's start the timer now. Okay. So do you remember where we came up with the idea for this?
No.
It was at the chemist show at Reggie's.
Oh, really?
There was a guy with the battle vest on who had the 70,000 tons of metal patch at the bottom of the back.
Okay.
And we commented like, oh shit, that's fucking awesome. You went to the cruise? How was it? Because we knew we were going to the Lamb of God one.
Yeah.
And we just wanted more people to talk about it and everything. So said it was super awesome. And then we sort of admired it from a distance all night long. And we were talking to ourselves and we're like, it'd be really cool if every single one of those patches was a band. But I don't think it was because there was like a Metallica patch on there and shit.
Yeah. I think he just had the patch to add to his vest.
Exactly. And I did see people on this particular cruise, the Headbangers Boat cruise, that had that same patch on as well.
Oh, the 70,000 tons. Yeah,
Yep.
I saw that a lot, and I saw the shirts a lot, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I do remember having that conversation and being like, well, not only would it be cool if every single patch was from a band on that particular boat, but it really should be orange, right? Like life vests are orange. So
It was your idea to do an orange vest for life vest.
Kind of a missed opportunity there. Honestly, though, what I wanted to do was an actual life vest, like the old school that you get in canoes and shit. I did want to do that, but I was like, that's gonna be cold, like hot as fuck wearing those things. So I'm not doing that.
Like with the plastic and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was at that show you bought a construction vest on Amazon and had it delivered.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And it was tiny.
Yeah.
And it was not the fabric I wanted.
Yeah.
I either wanted an actual life vest or I wanted like denim, but we weren't. And this is denim. We weren't sure if they made orange denim. And I was like, they have to make white. I've seen white for sure. So we'll just get a white one at worst case and dye it orange. We'll figure out how to do that. But we did find this on Amazon for like $35.
Yeah, it's actually a jacket. It has sleeves.
Well, yeah,
on
you
it.
got to cut those off.
Yeah.
But it's not like a name brand or like necessarily high quality. I didn't need it to be. It just needed to be orange and denim.
Yeah.
So that was sort of the color and the where the idea for this came from.
Right. I remember when you got that. I was like, this is gonna be stupid. You're gonna look stupid. You're going to be the only person in orange, which you were the only person in orange. But
yeah, it fits thematically.
It does.
That's all that I wanted.
It all came together really well, and it turned out really well. So continue with your story. I will leave my comments.
So the next thing I had to figure out is what are the patch is going to be. Obviously, it's going to be a patch from every band. So I knew the back patch had to be Lamb of God. We knew that it was going to be Ashes of the Wake.
Yes.
And even if it wasn't, this is the back patch I would have wanted anyway.
Yeah. Because Lamb of God announced that they were going to play Ashes
of the Wake.
Ashes of the Wake.
In its entirety.
On the boat. So.
Yeah. And I mean, this was the album that got me into Lamb of God. Yeah. So it was like, even if they didn't announce that, it would have been like, that was the back patch I wanted.
Yeah.
Did a quick Google search, found out somebody was selling one. And it was pull the plug patches. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm getting that. So I got that and then a Shadows Fall and a Mastodon patch. I really like pull the plug. It's like high quality stuff. Like the patches are high quality. The patch on the front as well as the Lamb of God that came out later that I ended up picking up. The Mastodon one I didn't put on this. I ended up getting the big name Mastodon one.
Yeah.
On eBay to put across because I have seen those and I really liked the look of just the name. So I debated if it was going to be Lamb of God at the top or Mastodon, but I figured Lamb of God and Lamb of God was sort of redundant. I'll just do Mastodon.
Yeah. Well, it kind of worked because how it was like announced was like Lamb of God presents Headbangers Boat, and then Mastodon was like
they're second on the bill. So it's like they
get
the second best spot, which is that like top spot in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, after that, it was got to find one patch from every band. The first place we went was every band's website to see if they had a patch. Yeah. Not all of them had patches. Some of them had patches and they were sold out. Like Lacuna Coil, that patch isn't from their website. It's from, I think, King of Patches, a place out in Europe, I think. Kind of sketchy because when I bought them, you had to, they're like, here's your invoice number. Send us a PayPal with this invoice number in like the comment.
Oh shit, I didn't know about that. That's sketchy as
yeah,
hell.
it was kind of sketchy. I was like, fuck it. I'm only getting like 3 patches. It's like $20. I'll just dispute this with my credit card company if they don't actually, deliver. And they did deliver though. So, so that's where I got that one and a couple other ones. I can't remember exactly what ones. A couple from the band's websites. I did get those. The Fit for an Autopsy one, that patch was on their website, but it was sold out. And I found like a knockoff on Etsy.
Oh,
which I feel bad about. Like I wish I would have been able to buy it from the band's website, but it was sold out. And we bought all this in June before going, so we didn't have a whole lot of time. So I wanted to make sure I got everything and sewed them on. Testament, I think, was from Etsy. Hatebreed may have been as well. Guar was from their actual website. I picked that particular. They had a few. I picked that one because it was very comical and comic booky, and they're kind of a comic booky kind of band anyway. So like, fuck it, whatever. That makes sense. Because Lacuna Coil didn't have a thing on their website, all their patches were sold out. I could then go online and just find one, and I picked that album because it was the album that got me into Lacuna Coil.
Yeah.
Like Lamb of God, Shadows Fall, and Lacuna Coil, those 3 albums that are on this vest are the ones that like got me into those bands and into metal. Like that was sort of at the root and the beginning of me getting into metal. Violence also, that was a pull plug patch, but because of their business model and the drop model that they do, where they only have certain numbers and it's dropped on a certain date, I was going to buy that. I had a reminder set. I got busy with like work or something, so I couldn't buy it. And then it was like sold out instantly. I was like, fuck. So I found it online too. I don't think it's a pull patch one, but it is. And I don't like that model, but I get it from like a small business standpoint, because if they make 20,000 patches, only sell 100 or 1,000, that's 19,000 now on the shelves that like it's just eating up your inventory. It's not a good business model.
Yeah.
So from a consumer, it's kind of annoying because if you don't get it, you don't get it. But I also understand why they're doing it. And all their
you're out of time.
All right. Well,
no, I'm joking. I do. This was good to probably take longer.
I don't know what I was saying. You interrupted.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
The buzzer interrupted you.
The buzzer,
me.
yes, the buzzer. The back patch somebody did on the boat come up to me and they're like, "Did you get that from Pull the Plug?" I was like, "Yep." They're like, "Oh, I was gonna get one and it sold out."
Oh shit.
The Dying Wish and God Forbid, I couldn't find any patches for those 2 bands, so I ended up finding somebody on Etsy who just, you write in a name and they'll pick a font.
Oh, okay.
So I picked the font color. I thought I picked different font for each, but they're actually like the same exact
ones.
font.
Yeah.
And then Gate Creeper, just their logo. Municipal Waste, just their logo. Hatebreed, as well, just that little. But
the Hatebreed's like very common. Like that was on.
Yeah.
It's on a lot of shirts.
Yep. The Malevolence one, that one I did buy from their website, but that's not that one. I bought this patch twice. The one I bought from their website, again, this was like in June at some point, right? Still have the tracking. If you track the tracking right now, it's in Chicago where we live. In customs, and it's been released from customs as of like July 7th.
Yeah.
So it clearly got lost.
Someday you might just end up getting a Malevolence patch in the mail.
So I was like, end of August, early September, I was like, I need to get this fucking patch. Yeah. I'm just finding one. I found one on Etsy again and picked that up. Sewing things on, it was really a pain in the ass to sew shit on. Like I haven't sewn stuff onto like fabric in fucking 18 years or something, since high school. And I was struggling with this. And you're the one who's like, they make fabric glue. Yeah. Let's get some of that. And at least that held it in place and made it easier to sew on.
Yeah.
I also learned halfway through the vest that I should be sewing on the outside of the patch and then like pull up through the outside and then push the needle down.
Into the patch.
I was pushing up through the patch.
Which caused an injury of the needle going through your fingernail.
It went through my finger a couple times and once in between my nail and my finger. That hurt like a bitch. Fuck, that hurt.
It hurts just thinking about it.
Other than that, yeah. The front patch again, I got that from Pull the Plug, just like, oh, another Lamb of God. And this new logo, once we got back, the actual Headbangers Boat logo, we got free patches on the boat.
Yeah, yeah.
We went to merch. They didn't have a patch. I was really hoping for like a 70,000 tons patch like they had to put on here, and like they didn't have it. It's like, fuck, God, that sucks. I really wanted it. But in our room the next day was this like, here's a bunch of patches. I was like, oh shit, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so you were able to add that to your list.
So we got home and I put that on right away. I got a lot of compliments on this. A lot of people liked it.
I was so happy because I was like, I wonder if people are going to realize that it's the bands on the boat. And sure enough, so many people recognize, like, holy shit, you just made that for the boat, or like, this is every band on the boat. Like, so yeah, that was really cool.
And then a lot of compliments on the orange too. Like,
you can see you coming.
I've been seeing you everywhere. And
I started saying, it helps find you because you're bald bearded man.
We did say that to one guy. We're like, yeah, it helps her because I mean, otherwise I'm a bald bearded guy, and how many of those are on this boat?
They're everywhere.
Right. So I mean, I don't know. I'm happy it came together. I really liked it. I'm
glad you did it. At first, I thought the whole idea was stupid. I was like, whatever. You do whatever you want to do. But it came together very, very well. And I think it went over really well. And it was a little easier to find you a couple times.
Yeah, I'm excited. If we go again, I'll probably do something similar. I don't know if I'll ever wear this again, honestly.
Really?
The only time I can think about is if the bands come to town or we go to see the bands again.
Yeah, like if you go to Lamb of God or something.
Mastodon comes through, Dying Wish comes through. I'll probably put it on for that show. I go to Metallica, I'm not wearing this.
No.
Like, no. But if it goes to one of these bands, it's like, all right, we'll do that.
Yeah. So. It is really cool. I'm glad that you did it. I'm glad that it went over very well.
Honestly, my first battle vest, I'm happy with it.
Your second one?
My first one is still a work in progress. It's my first finished one.
Okay.
I'm happy with it. I do really like battle vests. I like, especially the black death metal ones where they're black denim with all black and white patches.
I like the black denim more than like a blue denim one. Yeah.
So I mean, all in all, happy with it. Glad it turned out the way it did. It's fun. It was a fun thing to do for a fun event.
Yeah.
So
it was fun.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I don't
went
know
a little bit over, but yeah.
I don't know what time it is. Anyways,
this was fun.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.